Hi everyone, this is Shannon from theirishscrapper.com, and today I just have an Easter card for you using one of our celebration sets. This is just such a gorgeous set. It is called Painted Seasons, and it is a cling set, and it's distinctive stamps. So these are like photographic images, I guess is the best way to describe them. But you can really see a lot of the line and texture in the stamp. So I decided to create an Easter card using a few of these images, and this set can still be earned through the end of the month, which is March 31st of 2019. I took our greeting from our Itty Bitty greeting set, so I have Easter blessings here, and we're using a beautiful color combination of petal pink, mint macaron, Highland heather, and gray granite. And I've done this card in a few different versions, but we're going to recreate the Highland heather, and then I will show you the other versions at the end of the video as well. So for our base, we have a piece of Highland heather. This is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. I have 2 layers of Whisper White that are cut 4 by 5 1/4. One is for our front of our card, and then I've also done the inside layer as well. I have a scrap of Highland heather for our sentiment. I have a piece of our organdy ribbon. This was a celebration item too early on that has sold out, so if you were lucky enough to grab that, you can use some of that. And I have a Whisper White envelope. So let's go ahead. We'll start with our stamping. I'm going to bring in, we'll do both of our Whisper White layers here. I'm just going to go ahead and open up all of my ink. And hopefully I don't put my stamp in the wrong spot, because that happens when I have multiple pads open, but we will do our best here. Okay. Alright, so let's start with our front. I like to start with the 2 big flower images. So I'm going to take this one in the Highland heather, and hopefully you can see all the beautiful lines there. That's what makes them distinctive. And I'm going to put a full flower in the corner. Let me move myself forward a little bit so I don't want to be out of frame. So I think we'll do another one up here. Looks good. Let's bring in our petal pink. Let's put one of those in the center. Let's come in from that edge. Let's put one here as well. Okay. I'm going to use this bigger leaf and the smaller one in the mint macaron. So let me put some of the mint in here and see how I like this. Alright, let's bring in some of this gray granite. And it looks a little dark, but what I've noticed is when it dries, it kind of fades out a little bit. Let me bring that in. Okay, and there's this little tiny image in here that I'm also going to do in the gray granite. And let's just fill in some of our white space with that. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so let's set that aside. We'll grab our Whisper White layer for the inside of our card. So I'm going to do the beautiful flower in the Highland heather. We'll stamp that here. And then we'll bring in our other flower in the petal pink. Beautiful. We'll get our leaf in the mint macaron, and we'll just put that right here. Okay, I like that. Let's do our envelope too, why don't we, while we have our inks open, we might as well. Okay, so I'm going to take that larger flower in the Highland Heather. I'll stamp that down. Let's bring in some more mint. Maybe I'll bring a little off the edges here. Maybe I'll put this petal pink one over here and fill that in. Okay. All right, let's close up our ink pads. These ones are a little tight. There we go. Okay. And so the distinctive stamps, if you have not tried them out yet, they are beautiful. We have some in both of our catalogs, our annual catalog as well as our occasions catalog. But actually for the month of April, Paper Pumpkin is going to be offering a distinctive stamp as well. So that's a great opportunity to try it out and see how you like it. So I will be sure to put a link in the description of the video for Paper Pumpkin. If you'd like to grab the April 2019 kit, you do have to order it before April 10th to be sure that you do get it. And it'll be really nice to see what's in there and be able to experience the distinctive stamps. Okay, so I'm just going to use the cheater method and put down my ribbon there. We're going to get our, ooh, what did I do? Get our adhesive. Oop, am I stuck here? Hold on. There we go. Okay. All right, and let's just add our beautiful layer. Look how pretty that pops when you get it over the Highland Heather. I love it. All right, let me give this a nice crease. Okay, I'm going to take our inside layer now and add our adhesive, and then we will put that in as well. So pretty. And this can actually, be used for any occasion. I just chose to do Easter, but the other versions that I have done, I have not put sentiments on yet because I'm just not sure how I want to use them, so I'm going to leave them alone. This is the gray granite now, and I'm going to get the Easter blessings inked up, and then on my scrap of Highland Heather, I'm going to stamp that, and then we're going to use our classic label punch here. And we are going to punch this out. So I just want to, I'm sorry, my arm is probably in your way. I just want to be sure I have that straight. And then I'm going to take some of our mini dimensionals here and put on the back of this. Grab those backings. Beautiful. Okay, and then we are just going to lay that right across our ribbon. And then I even put a little glue dot underneath the ribbon because I noticed there was a little bit of movement. So if that doesn't bother you, leave it alone. I did want to keep that still, so I just added a little glue dot. So that completes our Easter card, again using the Painted Season set. So be sure to pick that up in my online store as a part of celebration before the end of the month. And there is a host code to use for this month if you are placing an order. And let me show you my other versions real quick before we end. Here is a petal pink version. So I've used some other ribbon here. And so you can kind of see how you could use any of the colors that you use in the images for your background. It's just beautiful. And then here is a mint macaron version. using another kind of ribbon. So hopefully, try to fit all of these in here. Hopefully you can see all those versions and choose what I'd love to know which one's your favorite. You can leave me a comment and give me a thumbs up on the video, and I look forward to being back with you guys real soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.